Hey everyone, welcome back to Giovanna Designs. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I hope you like it enough to stick around. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for being here again, everybody. So today's gonna be a little bit interesting. We're doing something completely and totally new. Okay, so let's get into the drama of me at the moment. I got a lot going on. We're moving again. But yeah, Vegas is just not working out for us for a myriad of reasons, and it's time to move on. So we will be moving to South Lake, Texas at the end of next week. Don't worry, I banked a lot of videos. I'm not going to be going on hiatus again like I did last time. I prepared for this, even with very short notice. So I will still keep kicking out videos once a week at the very least. I'm hoping to try to get them to be more, but you know, life is happening right now at a million miles an hour, so I'm doing the best I can. Bear with me, please. But yeah, so I want to say recently, but it recently came back around. I've seen it a long time ago, and over the years I've kind of just known it existed, but I saw again beautiful pieces of pottery online, and with an art form called Kintsugi, and the long name is Kintsukuroi, and it's the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. And I just think it's so beautiful, and the concept behind it is even more beautiful to me, which is, you know, you don't take something that's broken and throw it away. You can repair it and make it even more beautiful for being broken, for having the life that we live. It's almost being like proud of your scars kind of concept, right? Like, and I got a lot of them. So this really just resonates with me. I feel like a piece of broken pottery sometimes. I feel like, you know, Gumby and, you know, the Frankenstein's been put back together again, you know, a bunch of different times, and the broken egg. So, you know, it resonates with me personally for deeper reasons. And in regards to life happening, here we go again with my surgeries. I think I've talked about this just, you know, very briefly here and there, but as if any of you have watched me, you know I have a genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobility type 3. It's a majority of it is a connective tissue disorder. I produce faulty collagen, and what it affects on me is my muscular system. I am in spasms all the time, I'm in pain all the time, and I have a ton of surgeries for those reasons. And it affects my spine a lot because my connective tissue is not doing its job in holding my body upright, and so everything sort of compresses over time and causes big problems with my discs and all that other stuff. So I've had 9 spine surgeries so far, and unfortunately, the 2 of them that were fusions, I now come to find out were done incorrectly, and not necessarily done incorrectly. How do I say this right? They were done perfectly on paper, okay? If you look at them, I didn't mean to get this deep into it, but if you look at it on paper, it looks like the hardware was placed perfectly and everything was done to the letter, but the wrong hardware was used. And so what's happened now over the past few years, having these in place, is that the bone that was supposed to grow over the hardware never did, and so slowly my discs have been compressed, the replacement discs have been more compressed, my nerves are being more compressed, I'm getting pain down my arms and my legs, and so the whole thing has to be redone. So once again, the broken pottery analogy comes back to me and resonates with me. So I decided to take that and put it into my artwork and try to make it something beautiful with that concept in mind. And I think I've got something really cool here that I'm going to make a series out of. I've created the piece already. I'm doing this intro afterwards just because of the way timing worked out, and I absolutely love it. It came out beautiful, and again, it just really spoke to me and kind of meant something to me, and so I feel like I want to keep going with this idea, and I think you guys are really going to love it because it just came out beautiful. So anyway, what colors have we used? So for my gold, I used the PrizmPour in Egyptian coin. And then for my colors, I wanted to stick with blues because the most common color that I see in the pottery that is repaired with the gold are blues and teals, blues of all kinds of colors. Sometimes it's, you know, a white bowl with a blue pattern on it. So for the first one at least, and I'm not going to stay with this, but for the first one at least, I wanted to use blues. So for my teal color, I'm using the metallic Modern Masters in Glacier Blue. I created my mode because I did 3. I did a teal, kind of a mid blue, and a deep blue. For my mid blue, I mixed 3 different ones. I've got Amsterdam in turquoise green, Liquitex Basics in light blue permanent, and PrizmPour in waterfall to add a little sparkle there. Then for the darker color, I use the PrizmPour again in waterfall, mix that with the Modern Masters in Venetian blue, and then also threw in a little bit of the Grumbacher in Pthalo blue just to deepen it up a little bit. And it came out really, really pretty. So, okay, I'm excited for you guys to see this. So I'm ready to like drama dump on you in the beginning of this intro, but I kind of had to explain the backstory so you'd understand what was going on. All right, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm gonna put the music on and explain a little bit over top of that, and yeah, we'll see you at the end. I don't think I've been this excited about a piece in a really long time. This is so unique and so different from what I usually do, but I just love it so much. Let me put the flash on. Oh my gosh. It's so cool. I love all of the little baby spots within the piece that aren't really cells. They're just from the popping of the air bubbles, but I love them. They give it a really watery effect to it, and just those really cool cells. This overall look, you know, I was inspired by, I think I mentioned this in the beginning, but I'm not sure. I was inspired by those Japanese vases that crack and are filled with gold. Sort of the idea being the beauty in being damaged, which is what I try to make of my life. So, you know, I really think that this is going to be a new theme for me. I love the final outcome of it, the gold streaking through the color underneath. And of course, those vases are usually blue and white, so it sort of made perfect sense that this, you know, color scheme worked for my first piece. But yeah, I can see doing a lot more with this. But really cool, and a big piece, which is really impactful. And it can be hung either way. Okay, I'm gonna spin this, or try to spin this without making you real dizzy. See, you can do, nope, can't do it. Okay, imagine what it looks like hung up this way, lengthwise, either this way or, you know, with the dark blue at the bottom. I think I actually like it with the lighter at the bottom. Looks really cool that way, but I probably would hang it personally this way. I just really like it. I think it's really cool. Anyway, so thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. If you want to see any of my other work, check out my Instagram, is Giovanna Designs. And if you want to commission a piece from me, or if you want to discuss any of the pieces that you see on my Instagram for purchase, you can email me at giovannadesigns@gmail.com. Don't forget that I have my own discount code for color art. You get 20% off everything on the website. And I used a few of those in here. Oh, love that gold. I can't wait to see this dry. And I'm going to post pictures of it wet and dry. You know what? Now that I say that, I'm going to add on to the end of this. I'm going to show you the dry result. So since I'm not going to post this video for a few days anyway, you know, using this pouring medium, it dries super fast. You can see it's already starting on the edges. So it'll be dry by tomorrow for sure, so I can add that on to the end of the video so you can see. So stay tuned for the dry result, and I'll show you what happens and how this sparkle comes out, because these dry super shiny and beautiful because of the pouring medium, and the sparkle from the primary elements that I added in there is going to be really pretty. So, and the PrizmPour as well. So as I mentioned, though, I do have my own color art discount code. It's Giovanna620. I'd appreciate if you use it if you do order from color art, and you get 20% off everything on that website, and it gives me a nice little credit with the company, so I do appreciate that. All right, thanks so much. Stay tuned for the dry result. Okay, so here we are with the dried result. As you can see, it dried exactly the way that it was wet, except for one giant, glaring, obvious side. I'm going to bring you in over here. Don't mind me. I'm trying to like stand on top of the table and do this. Look at that giant crack. I want to kill someone when that happens. But I got to be honest, I was looking at it going, well, just fill it in with gold. What's the big deal? And then my husband said, you know what? I love it. I think that you should leave it the way it is, even though the whole concept of this was filling in cracks with gold, which is hilarious that it ended up cracking to begin with. But it's beautiful. It looks really cool. It looks like part of the design, and it looks intentional. So yeah, I'm leaving it like that. I think, you know, I don't know. I just love it. So yeah, we're leaving it like that, and that's the way it's gonna be. I think if you didn't know any better, you know, you wouldn't look at it and it would jump out. Right now I've got the light shining directly on it, so I mean, it's all you see is just like, hello, I'm a crack. But in reality, in person, it's not that glaringly obvious to someone with an untrained eye, you know, who isn't in the art world, who doesn't do pouring, you know, consistently. They wouldn't look at it and go, oh, it dried and it cracked. They wouldn't think of it that way. They would think it's just part of the piece, like my husband. So I like it. I think it's really cool, and I'm leaving it. So that's the dried results. Just figured you guys would want to see it, and I do like it definitely in this orientation the best. All right, I generally don't usually show my dried results because there's no difference between wet and dry to me, but yeah, this piece is just really, really cool and so different, and there's just so much to it. But I am going to do a lot more of these in a lot of different variations because again, I just love the concept, and I think it turned out really, really beautiful. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. As always, I appreciate you. And if you enjoy this video and if you enjoy my channel, please consider subscribing. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.